just presented. But on the campaign trail, you seem to hear the Clintons having it both ways, apologizing for the crime bill, but then pointing to some of the good, if that is even the word to use, that may have come out of it. Is that enough for the black community to hear an apology, sir?
No. And since that time, in terms of my own personal activities, I have remained consistent in terms of trying to implement programs, laws, and other programs that will really address the problem, the comprehensive, the overall problem that we are confronted with in the African American community, led primarily by jobs and economic development, the creation of small businesses. Also, schools are still suffering, housing and decent housing in our communities. So, I mean, we have to look at the comprehensive approach. And the problem with the crime bill and its implementation was that it was singularly focused. It was focused on locking them up, keeping them in jail, and there was, as you remember, there was a serious, very serious problem in terms of crime. It was this epidemic of crime in its beginning as a result of the crack cocaine drug wars and drug-related violence. It created a type of violence in our community that we had never witnessed before. We had never
witnessed. And it was also part, and Congressman, it was also part, though, of a conversation involving the Rockefeller drug laws that had been passed in the Reagan years. So there was a trifecta of crime fighting that disproportionately affected the poorest of communities. You're in Chicago. Crime is still high. It is, in many ways, some believe proof that the war on drugs and some of these anecdotal things that we get behind as slogans don't work, and it is ultimately jobs. With that said, you've endorsed Hillary Clinton. As pointed out, Bernie Sanders also supported this crime law here. Is there something more that we should hear from the Clintons? Hillary Clinton, even though she was first lady, she supported it. Bernie Sanders says the use of so-called super predators, in his words, we know what they meant by that, or what she meant by that. Does Hillary Clinton need to do more to mend this rift? What do you believe she should do then, sir?
Job creation, the creation of a strong economy in the African American community, investment in the African American community would be a great beginning for Hillary Clinton. It would be a great beginning for Bernie Sanders if he were to be elected. I've endorsed Hillary Clinton, and I fully expect Hillary Clinton to reverse the outcomes, the horrendous outcomes that have befell the black community, the African American community, the urban community since the passage of the crime bill. I want her to not just repudiate it in words, but repudiate it in programs and resources. We have to bring more resources into the black community. And between Hillary and Bernie, I just think that Hillary is more conditioned, more apt, and recognize the issue a lot more deeper than Bernie Sanders is right now. So I'm just, but I can only tell you, don't judge me by my head, judge me by my heart. And my heart tells me, speaks loudly and clearly, that bill that was enacted, that law, the crime bill, was absolutely horrendous, catastrophic to my community. The community that I love, the community that I've dedicated my entire life, made tremendous sacrifices for the benefit of that community. And I must repeat, not only am I apologizing for it, but I'm ashamed of it. I am absolutely ashamed of it.
Congressman Bobby Rush, you've had